What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to, and I know I'm gonna butcher this name, I apologize in advance, but I'm gonna give it a try. Sdorica Sunset? I think that's my best. That's my best effort. This is a brand new hero collector brought to you by Rayark. Now, normally I jump right into combat, but in this video, let's take a look at the actual character designs so I can show you what Rayark is famous for. And as you can see, Rayark is famous for really unique art styles, and this game is no exception. We'll kind of go through a few of the characters here. Just a really cool art design and art direction in this title. In addition to the art, the soundtrack is phenomenal as well. So right off the bat, the game kind of knocks it out of the park when it comes to really interesting character designs, artwork, as well as the presentation. I mean, the menu screens, the UI, they really, I mean, their art really shows through in this title right off the bat. I will do a summon in this video a little bit later so we can see some of the other characters, but this kind of gives you an idea of how many characters are available in the game. And like I said, they all follow this amazing art style and direction. So really cool there. So let's jump over to combat. Now that the game has passed my first test, which is a hero collector's only as fun as the heroes that you can collect, and they did a very good job there. So let's run over to battle, and we'll do maybe 1-3. Do 1-3. So this is the roster that we're gonna run in there with. I have my 3 characters, and I also have this advisor. The advisor role is basically a passive role. So this guy will grant my team passive buffs. Different advisors can do different types of buffs, or they can do attacks on cooldown. So that's that. But for right now, we're just gonna keep it as it is, so I can show you the unique combat system in the game. So a unique look, unique art, as well as a unique combat style is present in this game. Train your team and challenge your limits in the ability quest. Sweet. Maybe I will. All right, so let's go make our way over to these little foxes over here, and I'll show you what combat is all about. Now, right off the bat, you can kind of see that the combat is different than your average hero collector game here on mobile. So it's not complicated, but it does take a little bit to get used to. So these white orbs that you see correspond to my healer in the back. The dark orbs correspond to my archer, and then the yellow orbs correspond to my tiger tank DPS guy. So what I'm gonna do, and I'll kind of explain it as I do it. So I'm gonna fight this fox right in the front. The thing that I want to start off with, I want to do an attack that decreases his defense. So my archer has that ability. If I just press 1 dark, I'll be able to do an attack and grant vulnerability for 2 turns. So I'll go ahead and do that. Now, what I also want to do is I want to get my tank up here. I want to get him shielded. So I'll do an attack with one of his yellow orbs and grant myself damage reduction for 2 turns. So basically, I'm just kind of buffing up and debuffing, right? So now that I've debuffed the fox, I've buffed up my little tiger guy. Now I actually want to do some damage. So instead of only using 1 dark orb, I'm going to use 2 dark orbs. So as you can see, the difference between 1 dark orb, this is the attack that grants vulnerability. 2 dark orbs is the attack that does 2 times damage. So that's what I'm gonna do to the enemy that I just did defense down to. All right, so now I got this other guy over here. I'm gonna do the same exact thing, maybe, we'll see. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's see what happens. So we'll go ahead and do defense down on him. All right, now my tiger has taken a little bit of damage, so I'm gonna go ahead and target my tiger here, use one of these white orbs. 1 white orb equals a heal. So I'll heal my tiger there, and now I have 2 yellow orbs in a row. So what I'm gonna do is, as you can see, 1 orb, like I said earlier, was the damage reduction. 2 orbs is 82 damage to the front enemy. So I'll do that, do a good deal of damage there. I'll look around. I have another 2 yellows that are next to each other, so I'll do the same thing and kill him. And now I have this little buff stone, which is not very powerful, so I'll just go ahead and just kill it easy. So that's the gist of combat, but there's still a little bit more. So let's do some more combat here as we move along. All right, so now I've showed you a few different things. So let's go to my healer. So if I use 1 white orb on my healer, that's a heal. But if I use 2 white orbs, her heal turns into an attack. So I can do an attack for 112 damage. There you go, pretty easy. Let's see what I wanna do here. What I'll do is I'll use this yellow orb with my tiger tank to knock that guy out. I'm gonna go ahead and focus this mushroom in the back, and then I'll show you something else. So I showed you what happens when you use 1 orb. I showed you what happens when you use 2 orbs. There's also an additional 4 orb thing as well. So if I go here, I can use 4 orbs all at once, and this will basically heal ally with lowest HP and grant damage reduction. I'm just gonna do it just for the sake of this video. So that's a 4 move. Now you kind of start to see the strategy here. So do you use just singles or doubles, or do you try to set up a 4 attack? So let's see if I can set up, is there anyone? Not really, there's not really one that's really good. Let's just keep going, maybe we'll get some more. Let's focus on this little mushroom in the back. We'll do defense down. I'll do 2 times damage on him. Knock him out of there. Same thing, defense down on this little rock. Easy, easy. I think we have a little bit more combat here, so let's keep on going. This art is really, really good. All right, let's see what kind of setup I have here. Still no real good DPS setup, so let's just run this one like normal. So defense you down. I'm gonna go ahead and, oops, I didn't mean to attack that guy. I'm trying to go for the wolf. Oh, I'm sorry. So my tiger can only attack the person in front. So I'm actually going to switch targets here. See if I can get this rock out of the way. Let's defense down that rock. It is way tankier than I thought it was. So let's defense down the rock, and then we'll do 2 there. I'll go ahead and heal my tiger, which puts 2 dark circles next to each other. Make sure I have the rock targeted, not to be confused with Dwayne Johnson. Then I also have 2 here, so it can be side to side or up and down. So I'm gonna do these 2 that are up and down. Oh, this rock, man. But they cannot be diagonal. If you're wondering, that is not a thing. So I'll go ahead and make sure I have my tiger targeted. Move this white one here. Ooh, wait a minute. We might have something juicy here. So let's try to, I was hoping I can get a yellow, but we'll use this dark. Use this dark again. Can I get this thing off? I'm just trying to kill this stupid rock. There we go. All right, so we killed the rock. And now what I'm going to try to do is just bunch these guys up. Now, a lot of this I'm just trying to show you for the sake of this video. There's a lot of ways that you can do this a little bit more efficiently, but I want to get 4 of my tiger's abilities mixed up to each other. All right, so here we go. So I got 4 yellow in a row. If I bring them all together, it's a 165 damage front row attack. And he also has a defense down, so that does a really good damage. We got this mushroom in the back, so we'll go defense down. We'll go ×2 damage with my archer. And then we'll also do a double attack on with my healer. And there you go. GG. That might be the last one, I'm pretty sure. And there you go. That is combat in the game whose title I won't butcher again, just in case I'm getting it wrong. So that is that. So let's go over to the home screen, and I'll show you, and then we'll actually start talking about the game itself. So unfortunately, I think one of the biggest issues of this game right now, and it's not the combat, it's not the art, it's not the music, it's, oh boy, come on, I'm on the internet right now. I got 5G, baby. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see my little toolbar with my my Android. Look at that, man. We're on 5G right here. 5G. Oh boy. Hold on, guys. All right, so sorry about that. So back to the game itself. So my only issues with the game so far, like I said, great art style, great music, a very interesting combat system that you really actually have to think about. But the UI is quite sluggish, like extremely sluggish. So I just pressed the mission button, and I'm just gonna wait for the mission screen to pop up. Just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. Is it not gonna open? Let me press it one more time. Let's press it again. Loading screen is back as it just was before. It's thinking about it. You see how slow all of the screens are? So if you want to collect things in this game and you want to do your dailies in a quick manner, the UI is extremely sluggish to the point where it's just like, oh my goodness. And maybe it's because the game just launched, but I was playing this game early in the morning as well, and it was just as slow. So every little thing that you have to do in this game when it comes to collecting your dailies is extremely slow. All of the menus take a while to come up and a while to load. Like I said, it might be a temporary issue. If you're watching this video a little bit later, maybe. But as of right now, with the game just launched yesterday or this morning, it's really hard to play when you have to wait this long for everything to load up. So I'm gonna do a summon to kind of end this video after I show you a couple more things. Hopefully the summons aren't as long, but this is my biggest grievance against the game thus far, and it just makes it really hard to play. So that's that. So there is a daily mission system. There is a system called Venture where you go to do like ability quests and gather materials. There are a ton of events going on right now. So if you do want to kind of play this game, come on, UI. This game is so good to be hampered by something like this, but I can't even show you the other. There's so many events right now, and I can only show you this one. All right, so we got mineral quests. Obviously, that's like for materials. Oh my goodness. Dances with Heroes is another event that's going on. You have to be level 20. Yeah. It could just be launch day lag, guys. It could be. I'm more tempted to say that it's launch day lag, but do keep that in mind that it might take you a while to get through all of the screens here. But just trust me, there are a lot of events going on right now. Let's just go to the summons right now because it doesn't look like it's going to act right. And the thing is, nothing else is really laggy except for the menus. Combat was just fine, so that's why I'm like, is it launch day lag or is it UI lag? I can't tell you. Because when you go into, your screens, even the roster is a little slow. So I don't know, man. It's hard for me to tell. So let's just go and do some summons here, and we'll kind of get it on. Level you up to level 5 there just for giggles. Loading screen again. And we're gonna go to Infuse, is what this game calls their summon system. Summons 10 for 50 of this currency. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, maybe not. Infusing 10 times requires 500. Oh no! All right, let's just do some basic summons then. Fine. Maybe we have to do summons in a separate video. We just might. All right, I'm just kind of interested to see what the summon animation is. So you just kind of hit the little rock there. So I got a cute little Okami looking wolf there. Let's keep on going. Hopefully we can speed it up a little bit. Oh my. Kind of tap on it a little bit, and then you have Ned, who is like this caveman. Very cool. And I think I'm only gonna do one more. It's just taking way too long to kind of go through these. So I don't want you guys to kind of sit through that, but maybe wait on the game for a little while, give it a couple of days, maybe come back and see if these things have improved. I still recommend the title even regardless, so you might as well download it and kind of get started. It looks like when you get a duplicate, you get materials. So you might as well download it and get started. In addition to the story, we already talked about the events. There's a guild system as well. So lots of things to enjoy. And as far as I can tell in the events, there are co-op as well. So co-op missions. So definitely give it a try. This is Sdorica Sunset. I still recommend it. I still do recommend it. Like I said, just maybe wait on it just for a couple of days. I'm FG3000. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next video. Later.